how would you explain your Cold War year?
Cold War? How would I explain it?
Because that was the year that I think that was the most insane year of probably your career, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Does it sting?
No. I'm actually like happy that stuff like that happened. I don't know. That's just how I view things now.
Yeah.
But
Probably
during
wasn't
it,
happy at the time.
no, hell no.
Yeah.
I don't know. It was a really weird time. I actually don't really have many explanation. I don't really have an explanation for why all that happened.
Yeah.
I really don't.
It seems like your career is very what's going on with Kyler, and then everyone else tells you what's going on. And whether that's true, and that's why there's probably so many rumors about you that aren't true.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some that are true. Maybe there's some that are less exaggerated than they actually are. Because you keep to yourself. And I'm assuming a lot of that came from that Cold War year.
Oh, yeah. It's funny you say that because it's very true. Like, I always joke around with my brother about that stuff. Like,
it's funny. You say that stuff, and that stuff could be 4 different scenarios.
It could be a million things.
It could be
like,
4 different
for
things.
example, like, I always joke around, like, with my brother, like, whenever, because now it used to bother me, like, it didn't, not from, like, a fan, but, like, a teammate. Like, let's say, like, if a teammate was, like, you're too slow, or you're kill horning here, you're doing this. And throughout and now I look back, like, the last few years, I've just been laughing at all that because, like, it's been like 7 years of people, not only community and teammates, telling me that I have a certain play style. I do this. I'm like this way. But then another person tells me I'm this way. And now it's to the point where I laugh at it with my brother because how can I be all those things at once?
How can I play too slow? How can I kill horror? How can I?
Exactly. So now it really changed my perspective because now I don't take like anything personal or anything like too serious when it comes to that stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's all just like, I don't even know.
Yeah.
Whatever you want to call it, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And that goes to what you were saying. Like, since I don't really talk about my process too much or tell people about everything, how it is, yada, yada. And it wasn't really by choice that I was like this way. I feel like this is literally just how I am. Like, this is like the way I go about things. I don't really, I guess you could say I'm locked. Like, I'm locked in on the things that I find important. And so I don't know, like, it's,
it takes like you. I don't know how you. I mean, I sound like a broken record. I mean, it seems like you bend but don't break, and I don't know how you don't. Because from the outside looking in, I'm gonna give you like a timeline of what people think, and you give me a percentage of how much is true. That's all. Sure. That's all I want.
Sure.
So what I hear in the Cold War years. There's Huke. He's fried in COD, went to Halo, dominated in Halo, came back to COD, had an iffy year, then wins champs with a team that apparently was supplying him with Adderall. And then he goes, doesn't do Adderall anymore, then does psychedelic drugs, and then starts walking in the woods alone. and then he gets picked up and dropped from Empire, gets picked up by Nade Shot, dropped by 100 Thieves, picked back up by Nade Shot, and dropped again, and because he doesn't have the love of the game anymore because he's doing all this other stuff. And then I meet you 3 years later, and you shoot bots for 4 hours just for fun.
Yeah.
So how much of that is true?
Most of it's not.
It can't be.
What I've said is true. What I said on the video is true. And I think after I stopped, I only took it for a year. And after I stopped taking it for that off season and just leading into that year, I think maybe you can say my emotions or whatever it was. I think since I stopped, I was like going through like, I don't know what you want to call it. I don't know what the right word to call it is, but basically I was amped up and then all of a sudden I'm not doing anything. I'm drinking water. I'm eating healthy. Yeah. So my body was going under a lot. And I probably changed too much, too fast for my teammates that were expecting me to be a different type of person. And my teammates at the moment, they're high competitors. They're athletes in their own right. They're probably looking at this and they're confused why I'm doing some of the things I'm doing. Yada, yada, yada. And I get dropped and it turns into this big old thing. People are taking things too literal or too whatever it is, and it turns into something way bigger than it ever needed to be. Yeah. And I went through a lot because of that.
I can imagine.
As I was saying earlier, I'm very happy that it all happened because if I didn't go through that, I don't think I would be the person I am today. to be honest.
I'm assuming that you're like a big reason you have the patience that you do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to have patience in a situation like that.
People are like, how does he deal with the Modern Warfare, 2022 year or even the beginning stages of this year? How does he have the patience to do it? And I'm like, y'all weren't there when he was walking in the woods doing mushrooms. We all remember the years where, something like apparently he's this completely like the shit that the rumblings that we were hearing was just like, I was like, what? And in that situation, like from people I know, we're not a part of Thieves, we're not a part of any of that or the Empire. We're just hearing like different rumblings that are happening. I'm like, oh, so Kyler's done competing. Like he's a completely different person. He's gonna join a cult and he's gonna be.
It's also person. Yeah, and then you think about it too. Like if everyone is thinking something about you, it's already something that is hard to like. You can't work with that, if that makes sense. Like it's hard to work with, especially at this level. Like
you're talking about in game. Like,
yeah. Like there's, I don't know. It didn't like while I was living it. I didn't even realize all the stuff that was going on, and I was just playing the game. But like I don't know. I actually don't really know.
Do you remember a time where you first started hearing like rumors about yourself, and you were like, wait, what?
Yeah, that was when I made that video.
To be fair, I didn't rewatch the video, so I can't remember what you said, but I do remember it being a thing. Do you ever regret it?
No.
That video was
no.
Yeah, because I remember like it was people were kind of nervous what was going to happen after that video, but all things worked out in the end.